Now you have the strategies. Now you have that confidence to speak in front of the people. Now you have all the things to express yourself. You have all the content. But the thing is, when it is related to a long speech, okay, when you have to deliver a long talk, that's where you have that problem of memorizing all the content which is related to that speech. Okay, like मेरे पास पूरा कंटेंट पड़ा हुआ है लेकिन उसको मुझे मेमोराइज करना है. अगर मैं वहां पे जाता हूँ, अगर मैं भूल जाता हूँ तो मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ? So when you are memorizing your speech, I have 3 solutions for that. You can't say solutions, but it is a 3 kind of questions you need to ask to yourself. क्या हाँ, ये questions के आंसर अगर मुझे मिल जाते हैं, so I can easily memorize my speech. The first question is identify your capacity. If there is a person A, he's so good at learning, he's so good at memorizing the speeches and the poems, okay? And there are person B who is so bad at memorizing the speeches. Now who are you? Okay, are you person A or you are person B, or you are person C who is somewhere in the middle of not so good, not so bad? Okay, you need to identify your capacity. अगर person A 3 मिनट में पूरी speech याद कर सकता है, person B 10 minutes लेता है वो पूरी speech को याद करने में, तो आपको कितना टाइम लग सकता है? 7 minutes, 7.5 minutes, 8 minutes? Identify your capacity. Don't compare yourself with that person A. Okay, if you just compare yourself like मैं 3 मिनट में क्यों speech नहीं prepare कर पा रहा हूँ, then you will not able to memorize all the things in that short time. Okay, identify capacity and then learn your speech, because in every kind of talk, in every kind of speech, you need to have that learning skills. There's no kind of shortcut of memorizing all the speeches. There is no kind of shortcut to memorize all the big 40 minutes of talk, but just you need to understand what is your capacity. The second question you need to ask to yourself when you are memorizing your speech is, how long is your speech? Is your speech is of 3 minutes or is your speech is of 30 minutes? Okay, because there is a lot of difference in memorizing that 3-minute speech and memorizing that 30-minute speech. Just for an example, okay, you are in a marathon and you are running and you are tired and you are discouraged, okay, what can you do? You don't have any kind of option. You just have to run, okay, even if you are tired. But in public speaking, there is nothing like this. Okay, you need to add on your own things, like you need to have that backup notes. Okay, like I am speaking about something consistency. Okay, so I have that content and I have memorized all the content, but then I have some kind of facts related to consistency. I have some kind of real life examples. I have some kind of facts. I have some kind of quotes. I have some kind of personal stories related to consistency. That's what you need to add on in your speech. So you don't have to memorize all the speech, all the content in your speech, in your talk. Just memorize the main thing and then add on something from your side. Okay, people will love it, really love it, because it's your personal story and it will be so, what you can say, fluent, because it's your personal story. You can share it in whatever manner you want, okay, but it should be related to your topic. So you don't have to memorize all the things, but remember how long is your speech. If it is 3 minutes, you need to give time accordingly. If it's of 30 minutes, you need to give time accordingly, because in the last step as well, I shared that you need to learn, you need to memorize, okay, you need to do hard work in that point of time. If it's of 30 minutes and you are not good at memorizing the speeches, go with 10 hours to just practice that 30-minute speech. And if you are so good and you can memorize it in 2 hours, okay, but then also you need to give that 2 hours, okay. The third question you need to ask to yourself when you are memorizing your speech is, can you remember the bullet points and keywords related to your speech? If the answer is yes, then cut down your big paragraphs, your big points into little bit bullet points and then write down the keywords. So जब भी आप वो keywords की तरफ देखोगे, okay, when you have that little paper, or what you can say, you can write it down on your hands and just you can see it what you are speaking. If you can remember the whole paragraph, okay, just by thinking or just by seeing that points, it means you can write down the bullet points and you can deliver a good speech. Write down the voice modulation tips as well. When you are writing the points, when you are writing the keywords, when you are writing the voice modulation timings, you will be able to understand at what point of time you need to give the motivation, at what point of time you need to do little bit of strategies. Okay, to write down your points in a paragraph accordingly and by level wise, because And starting, you can't give the advanced tip. At starting, you need to give the basic tips. Okay, that is all about your content. Okay, but after preparing the content, go with the level wise and memorize it by the level wise. Just memorize the big paragraph first and then the small paragraphs, and write it down in a small points on your hand or on your little bit of chit, so you can just see it and just speak what you have in your mind.